Well, hello, everybody. I am in Fort Worth, Texas. Actually, I'll be in Fort Worth, Texas when you watch this. I'm at home right now and I'm recording this video to get us on track, to stay on rhythm, to finish July and make it an amazing month. But let me just tell you where I am because I'd appreciate your prayers. So I am in Fort Worth where my seventh grandchild, this amazing little girl named Anna Claire, she's 3.5 months old, and she is, while you're watching this, maybe in the OR, she's having her second open heart surgery. It's part of a three-part surgery to get her heart back. Her the left side of her heart didn't form. So pray for Anna Claire Beavers and her dad Zach Beavers and her mom Sarah Ellen. And just I would appreciate that. And that's where I am, but that's why this had to come to you recorded. And Trey is going to be hosting this. And last week, Trey and his family got to serve, Trey Bowden, they got to serve at a camp for families with disabled children. What a blessing. I can't wait to hear more about that. And as you know, keep praying for Beth and Kerrville, Texas, and what they went through with these devastating floods. So a lot's been happening, but we've got a month to finish up. And I want to focus on that for a few minutes. Trey may throw some graphics in here and give you some tips and pointers, but I know he'll put some websites in the comments. But let's start this out and let's do what we always do. Let's wake up Facebook, let's wake up YouTube, and let's share right here in the comments. Actually, you're going to tag, you're going to put the name in of people that you want to join you in rolling up their sleeves and taking this last week of July and making it absolutely amazing. They're the kind of people that you would categorize, they're not quitters. They're people that when they start something, they finish. They're people that don't want to let procrastination be their destination. Put their names down. And I know some of them may be busy. That's why they're not here right now. But if you tag them, when they see that tag or notification later, they can always go back and watch the video. Okay. So make sure you do that. So glad you're here. I know you're calling from all over the place. Some of you may be in triple digit heat. I think it's going to be that hot in Texas today. It's in the mid 90s here in Georgia today when I'm recording this, but we are in the heat of summer. I mean, it is stay near the water, stay cool. We're enjoying outdoor stuff. What an amazing time. And I think it's an amazing time to have our sample bags. We've been giving away these sample pouches to keep all of our amazing samples of our Juice Plus superfood, gummies, complete, luminate, all the things we can sample with our Juice Plus. Have them handy, have them with you, whether you're at the pool, the pickleball court, the golf course, wherever you are, because that's how you stir up conversations. And that's what we want to do. But as we are right here nearing the end of the month, let's talk strategy and how we approach doing this. What's our consistent model? So sometimes we've got a special theme or a special training, but I want to just to get back to what really works. This month, just so we don't forget, we've been focusing on what are some of those freedoms you want? What are some freedoms you don't have right now that you'd like to have, that you want this business to provide for you? Focus on those, and that makes the effort you put forth to build this business much more rewarding and so much easier. It's kind of like that quote Tommy Newberry says, tomorrow changes today. If you know your tomorrow and you go after it with vigor, it'll make you do the things today to get there. So this month we've been talking about freedom, and the tool we've been talking about is three-way calls. And I can't think of a better way for us to step into this last week of the month than really honing in on three-way calls. So here's what I want you to do. We always do this. We've started our month out with a call to set goals for the month with your mentor, and you've reached out to your team members. You've gathered their assessment, where they are, what their goal for the month is, and you've embraced that goal with them. And so you've got your goals, you've got their smaller goals that make up your bigger goal, and we're going to roll up our sleeves and make sure we tackle all those before the month's over. Okay. That's what you got to, that's what this call is right now. You're calling your mentor, your support person, and saying, okay, let's see where I am. Here's the data. Here's my downline growth report. Here's my 12-month analysis, kind of showing trends, where you were, where you are. And I always love that picture, a drawing of your team, your structure, because I like to put names and people and relationships in a visual in addition to the data and things we can get off spreadsheets and charts. Okay. So you're going to do that. And then what I want you to do is I want you to look at, you're going to be listening to this call while I'm in Texas. It's Wednesday morning for you on July 23rd. You have 1 week and 1 day left in this month. I want you to think about what you've done so far and what you have left to do. We've got some amazing Boost Your Business contests going on where if you get 900 points, you're going to get a free water bottle. There's a whole schedule of those points and challenges that we're going to do over the summer, July, August, and September. And you can see all those details on the Juice Plus Boards app. Make sure you've got boards on your phone and you've joined the Juice Plus board. That's a good thing. But I would really like for you to take this last week and let's do something. Maybe you've never done this before. I want you to make a list right now, even if you want to pause this, because you can pause it and come back. If you want to pause this, make a list of at least, you're going to think I'm crazy because maybe you've never done this before. Who are the 10 people that you want to get on a 3-way phone call with your upline or someone of your choosing that's more experienced, that would bring credibility to the table, that would help validate and affirm what you've already told them with your story? Who are 10 people that you'd like to get on a 3-way phone call in the next 8 days? That's just a little more than one a day. But an ideal candidate for that would be somebody that you've already planted seeds with. Somebody you've already had that conversation where you've reconnected and you've built rapport. You've talked about family and travel and where you live and what's happened since COVID and what's going on this year. Maybe this past week you had a conversation. What'd you do for the 4th? Were you on the boat, on the lake, at the beach? Where were you? You've gone through that. You've had those 3 or 4 conversations. You've gotten to the point where they've asked you, you've asked them, hey, what are you doing now? Are you still in the computer business? Or you still have your accounting practice? Whatever you might be the last point of recollection, you ask them and they feel that you care and they share with you what they're doing, and a natural response, which almost always happens, but it's happened. What are you doing? What are you doing now? You've earned the right to let them know because you've shown them how much you care first. Once you let somebody know how much you care, then they care how much you know. So you've shared with them, but you need to help them come to a place to make a decision. What if you could pick 10 people and you could say, hey, I know you're interested in Juice Plus. I know it's something that will make a huge difference for your family. But there are so many different ways you can partner with the Juice Plus company, from just being a customer to helping sponsor kids so they can get it for free, maybe doing something to get a few customers so your product could be free. There's so many options. Would you get on the phone? I want you to get it at the best price, and I want you to know all the options. I'm still learning a little bit. Would you get on the phone with me and Kurt? 2 reasons. He'll show you all the options and make sure you get it at the best price, but it would just be an amazing time for me to listen and learn, because I'm committed to building a business for my family so I can stop trading hours for dollars. And if you would just do that for me, I don't think it would take more than 10 or 15 minutes. I've got Kurt's calendar. Be great if your upline, your mentor, your leader, they kind of owe it to you to let you know when they're available. So I would encourage your upline or whoever you're working with to do those 3-way calls. Make sure they've gone on to Calendly, CALENDLY.com, and created a link to their calendar so they can share that with you. So you could just say, hey, I've got Kurt's calendar. Tell me what some good times for you are, and we'll match it up and we'll just pick a time right now. It makes the scheduling, the whole process, so much easier. Could you do 10 of those in the next 8 days? I think you could. Honestly, and this is not really just propaganda for 3-way calls, but one of the ways that I know who is working, desiring, putting forth the effort to use their relational capital, invest that to build a huge business. They're the ones that are really focused on finding those 5 key leaders, and they don't stop focusing on that till they find them. The way I measure that and the way I know that is by the number of three-way calls they're doing with me. That's the best measure of how productive and active that person is and how engaged they are. And I want to do that for you. You've got Upline that wants to do that for you. And there's nothing better. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do. But if you want to close and finish this month strong, you want to hit your targets and hit your goals. You don't want to let procrastination become your destination. You're going to use urgency with that three-way call, bringing in the validator, the mentor, the experienced person that brings knowledge to help someone make a closing decision to the table. I want to know how many you're going to do. Put in the comments right now, how many three-way phone calls would you commit to doing in the next 8 days? Another thought is, how many are you going to do for your people that you're talking to that you need to get to help make a decision? But how about the people on your team? How many people will you be that experienced mentor person for so that they can do three-way calls with you? You know, I've said your upline, your leader needs to have Calendly so you can have access to their calendar. Have you got Calendly so that your team members have access to your calendar? Gotcha, didn't I? You can do that too, okay? So let's make sure we're doing that, and let's make July amazing. Let me tell you a few things that are going on that might help you bring some things to closure or create some momentum on your team. We are doing a summer sample challenge, and we're having people do, I mean, I saw somebody last week or week before, they did 70 samples. Our goal is to give out at least 3 samples per week, and we're giving away free sample bags to the top person and a random drawing for anybody that's done over 3 samples that week. I mean, people are killing it giving out these samples. And then all you got to do is follow up. Okay. The fortune's in the follow up. But you can go to makealife.com/summer challenge. You can join us because it's a week by week contest. So you can participate in the next 6 or 8 weeks. We're going to do it June, July, and August. So you've got from now till the end of August to participate in that with us. Another thing, I think you've got a couple of days. I don't know, maybe till the end of the month for sure, where you can close out, get the benefit of some of these points that you're earning to get a water bottle. And I was going to say you could still register for the Blue Ridge Boot Camp because I'm a week off. So pardon my train of thought getting lost there. By the time you watch this, the Blue Ridge Boot Camp will be over, and we'll be having some wrap ups and some amazing recalls. I hope you're coming. The Blue Ridge Boot, I just finalized the agenda today. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Skylar's going to be there, our vice president of sales. He's going to speak, but he's also going to do a 1-hour Q&A. Julie Herbst is going to talk about really focusing on getting started, and then she's going to share her amazing journey and what God's doing in her life at our devotion Sunday morning. Stacy Whitmer's going to be there, Rhonda Hubbard, Loretta Wilkins, who is a certified John Maxwell speaker. She's speaking twice. It's going to be awesome. And then our party Saturday night. So if you're not there this time, make sure you're there next year. But I hope I get to see and hug a bunch of you at the Blue Ridge Boot Camp. Or I hope I have just hugged and seen a bunch of you at the Blue Ridge Boot Camp. Pray for Anna Claire. Pray for Beth as she continues to minister to that community down there in Kerrville. And put on your calendar at our fall conference in Indianapolis that Friday morning at 7 a.m. We're going to have our worship gathering. And Babby Mason, who is amazing. She is a legend in gospel music, spiritual woman of God. She's going to lead us and inspire us in music and a message at our conference in Indianapolis. And details, I think it's July 29th, but it's right around the end of the month. You're going to be able to register and get tickets for that. And then if you want a little kick in the pants on Monday mornings, I would love to have you sign up for we call it Wake Up with Kurt, but it's just a place where every Monday you get a text. It's one text a week. It's not one of these political things or somebody trying to sell you funding or a mortgage. One a week, you can stop whenever you want to. But it's just a reminder for you to seize the week, to make this week happen like you want it to happen. Don't just let life make it happen and you just react to it. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer. It's like our podcast, and we'd love to have you join our podcast. It releases the second and fourth Thursday of each month, and I just did a special edition with one of our brand new leader, brand new national marketing director, Christy Claimer. You can hear her story. You can find it at makealife.com/podcast, but it's on Apple Podcast, it's on Spotify. But the reason I got there is it's called life. It's what you make it. It's not life, it's what happens. It's life, it's what you make it. So I hope you join us there. And you're going to see unfold in the next 60, 90 days a whole new resource for you, because our company is so committed in giving us amazing resources for our product. And what I want to do on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/makealife, we're going to be putting out intense content and playlists for you to use to share with your prospects and people that are looking at our business, because I want to take them down the process, what it looks like. There's an amazing one we just did on three-way calls. A 4-part series is coming out on your 90-day journey, your first 90 days with Juice Plus, an overview, your first 24 hours, your first week, your first 30 days, and your first 90 days. What do each of those 4 pieces look like so that you can maximize your earnings? That's coming out very soon, as well as some other amazing videos. So we're excited about our new platform and how we can serve you there. Because you know what? What I've realized and what COVID made me realize is I can get on an airplane and go so many places. And I love boot camps, our live conferences, and being with people all over this country. God's blessed us, and we've got a business in all 50 states and over 20 countries around the world. And there's nothing better than connecting and being with those people face to face. But the amount of people that I can connect with, if we do technology right, is so much greater than any number of airplane tickets I could buy in a month or places I could travel. And we're learning right now, just like you're here right now, we're learning how to share information, but also speak through the chats and engagement where we can really have a time of community and not just look at a screen. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this journey together. It's an amazing journey. I'm so proud of Travis and our leadership. And I really feel like it's a new day and a new dawning. We've needed a leader like Travis, like Skylar, for a long time, since our founder and president, Jay Martin, had to step aside. He's in his 80s, and he wasn't able to do what he did when he founded this company and built it. And we needed that next leader. And Travis is absolutely the God-ordained person for such a time as this. And Gina and our new products, we've already had 2, Luminate and Superfoods. And there's another trick up Gina's sleeve coming in Indianapolis. I can't wait for you to be there. So I hope you have an amazing end of the month. I'll be back before the end of the month. If I need to do 3-way calls with you guys, I'll be a little tied up this week for the next 2 or 3 days, just being with my family for my granddaughter's surgery. But then I'll be home and be available for you the last couple of days of the month if you need me, okay? God bless. Have an amazing day. And I love being in business with you. And I love our Juice Plus company, our Juice Plus product. And I'm so grateful to live in this amazing country of America as we're in the middle of our month of celebrating our independence and our freedom. So let's take advantage of that, maximize it, and go for the gusto. God bless.